Hey, buddy.
Yo, buddy. Still alive? Yo, buddy. Still alive? Yo, buddy. Still alive? Yo, buddy. Still alive?
What? 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 Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Hey, buddy.
Let me get situated in my chair. There we go. Wah! I know that I am the stream that everyone around the world is watching right now. Definitely my stream. Definitely, right? There's no state of play happening right now. No, I'm the only stream everybody is watching and excited about. Yep. That's how it be. That's just how worldwide I am, Dornians. Definitely not. No. Nobody cares about Sony, right? Nobody cares about them anymore. Nah. Washed. They're washed. Competing with watching the rising sun. I'm in Japan. I am the rising sun. I am the rising sun. You look at it. There we go. That's me. I'm the rising sun. That's the sounds. It's very difficult to hear if you're not very close to the sun, which none of us are usually. But that's the sound that the sun makes. Trust me. Trust me. I know these things. I am a knower. Surely. But yes, good morning everyone. Welcome in. Hello. I might be slightly calmer today. I don't know how calm I could be during actual streams. Because I'm still sick. I actually had, it's like a light fever. Like they say if you have anything above 37.2, it's a fever. And last night I was at 37.78. And then this morning I'm 37.5. So like it's really small fever, but it's still like brain fog, sniffly nose, occasional coughs, barely. It's like 6 a day. 6 a day is how many coughs I feel like I had yesterday. So we'll see if I have 6 today. There's been like a big wave of the flu since last week. It's coming. The sickness is coming. That's like 99.5 fever for the rest of us. Yeah, right? Like it's 99 a fever? I feel like it is actually. I don't know the numbers in American freedom units. I don't actually know. I know that 96.8 is normal freedom temperature, a little above. I think 39 is like for sure fever. 39 is absolutely for sure fever. But then there's like low fever. It's like 39. Let's see. Oh, you guys can see this. I forgot. Fever temps.
Hey,
this
buddy.
doesn't have. There was one that had both, which was very helpful. this. They're all kind of different. Okay, that's a age range. Yeah, but there's like higher than average, and then there's like full fever. There was one place I was looking at though, and it was like low fever, high fever, like low fever, fever, high fever kind of thing. But so you're getting into Einhanda. I do like it. It was fun. It was really cool and aesthetically pleasing. We might go back to it. Has a low-grade fever, the sniffles, and post-ultra-bored body aches. It's true. It's true. I got them body aches, the sniffles, and the coughs. 6 of them. 6 of the coughs. Yeah, 39's like, you should definitely stay at home. You should absolutely stay at home. You should be stuck in bed. You should maybe be taking medicine. There's a difference in gender. She's also true. Have to factor in. I am a jellyfish. Me! Jellyfish be dormy. Jellyfish be dormy, everyone. All 6? You need one more before you can summon Shenron. Was it 7 Dragon Balls? 7 Dragon Balls? Yep. Well, I don't want Shen. I don't want him. He can stay asleep. I do like it. It's one of my favorite childhood games. Yeah, there's a lot of Dornians that were like, whoa, I'd have that! Yippee! They were 100% that me. Oh my god! I had that! Yippee! It was a beautiful time. I've never seen it before, but the game is really cool. It is! Like the lack of loading screens, the 3D pixel. It was good. It was very good for its time. Fantastic. But that's not why we're here today, Dorky. That's not why we're here today. We're here today to discuss Bandai Hobby Center Plamo Design Industrial Institute, which I swear to God, they just made that name because they wanted to have 2 eyes at the end. Because they actually call it BHCPHII. They make the eyes at the end too. Why? Why didn't they just call it like a Bandai Plamo Museum? Even Bandai Plamo Industrial Institute? BD2? Or BP2? Why was the rest of it so... Like, it does not roll off the tongue. Like, I keep having to look it up. I'm like, BHCPD2. It's not coming to my brain. Like, even when I was regular brained. Plamo Design Industrial Institute. But we have to have the Bandai, you know, they need their shiny name. BPD? Does that stand for anything? Has that been taken by anywhere? Maybe all of the smaller acronyms were taken, so they had to just keep making it longer. Maybe that's what it was. It's the LN Brain Rot investment.
Devil Doheny Ithaclulus Wanderer here. Ski PD.
Skippity, eh? My, oh my, what a wonderful day. A ray of sunshine heading my way. Skippity doo dah, skippity, eh? Alright, let's get good mornings going. Let's get good mornings going. Ahem. What is this boomer song? I think it's actually older than boomers. When does Skippity Doodah come out? I think that might be pre-boomer. But good morning, Rex. Good morning, Dino. Good morning, Altison. Good morning, D10. Good morning, Thomas. Good morning, Wanderer. Good morning, Spain. Good morning, Vaso. Good morning, friends. Good morning.
Yo, buddy.
Good morning,
Still alive.
Overshot. Welcome in. Hi, friends. Hi. If anything cool, by cool, I mean like mecha or anime, it's announced on the state of play. Please alert me. Alright. So, Bandai Hobby Center, Plamo Design Industrial Institute, BHCPHII, as it's so lovingly referred to. Like, they tell you on the official site to call it that. Woke up feeling like the truck hit me today. Are you calling it a walk yesterday? Maybe it did. Maybe it did. Right? It's too much of a mouthful. It's dumb. Also, this way. Good morning. Welcome in. Good morning. So, this place is literally in the middle of nowhere. It's in Shizuoka, which is the Plamo city of the world. But even from Shizuoka, you have to take like a train from main Shizuoka to a little bit out. It's not too far, but it is aside from the Bandai Center and this like Hobby Museum. It's all housing. Like I couldn't even find like a restaurant. It is all housing. Like I saw on my map because I had to do a little walk around because I got there too early. So I was like, oh, let me just kill some time. And so I saw like a big green patch on my map, and I was like, oh, it looks like a park. Let me go over there. And you know what it was? It wasn't a park, Dornians. It was a cemetery. Wait. So, yeah, there's not much happening around the BHCPHII. Cemetery is a park. True, but it's not the like I'm gonna go chill here kind of park. Are you recording the YouTube video during the stream? If anything, I'll like take bits and parts from it, but I there's like film. You'll see, because I just kind of put everything here. That I'll probably use for its own YouTube video. Like, do it, talk over and all that stuff. Crazy, I know. But so, this is like the walk up. They won't even let you walk up here a certain amount of time before you're allowed in, which, as I said, I got there early, so they were like, oh, can you come back in a couple of minutes? And I was like, okay. We don't have to, oh, no, you're fine with that. Cuss as much as you want, Dornians. Yeah, the place kind of felt dead. But as a low token society, welcome in. And so this is, I just did, this is such a cool thing right here. They did very well. Whoever was in charge of like of designing everything, they did really good. New type, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Thank you. Sorry, wait, your new type V2. That's very important. Just like how the two eyes here are two. You treasure your twos. Okay, I get it. But also, if you can kind of tell over here at the darker part, it's raining. It was drizzling the whole time I was here, which I think actually was better because seeing as it was like still summer season, it could have just been like boiling, blazing hot. So I felt like I was doing pretty good. My sick videos, Thornius. These are the things that are for YouTube specifically. But like everything in this building was meant to be Plamo related, and I was like, oh, this is so cute. All of it looked like this. It was so good. It made me happy. All of it. Like someone, like guys, they have so much style, and I feel like they don't share that with us at all. It's rude. But this, I think I have that later. So this is from underneath. I was just taking pictures everywhere I could. All the places. I panned up. Look at that. Whoa! I hate those logos. That's all I'll say. Just stick out. They don't look good here. And then this is on the stairs. It looks so good. It looks so good. I might have more than 6 watch today, you guys. And is this? No. Oh. This, I could not turn my videos. Not watching. I am Sony. I am Sony. Hope you're feeling better. My temperature went down by 0.2, which, seeing as it was a low fever to begin with, that means it's still lower. I am now just above normal temperature, which apparently for my body is still not good enough. Let's see, we got the Ara. So, hold on. Oh, there it is. Right? Oh. Great, it's correct. Yeah, okay, there we go. But, good morning, hello! Good morning. Your stream is more interesting than the Sony presentation. I know. I feel like, if anything, there'll be like maybe 1 or 2 things that interest me there. And so, like, why would I need to watch the whole thing in that case? This. And so this is, they have this completely set up. And what you can see, I'll slightly show, but I have a video. It's only at 720p, and I have to pause it because it accidentally shows my reflection at one point. So I have to pause it and then skip. But this little, I forget if you guys can see my mouse. You guys see my mouse? Just wait till the presentation is over and then watch the trailers. It's true. Yeah, okay. So this little thing right here, and they have them on like all of the different colors. It's actually just a giant case full of nubs, white nubs. So So they've got a giant case full of white nubs. They've got a giant case full of like black nubs, red nubs, and yellow nubs over here. Oh, perfect. There we go. Yeah, so nubs. Unfortunately, you can't see them. I think it uploaded. Well, no. I don't need to water. No. I know that my actual footage is better than this, but I think because I transferred all of them via Discord, I think the videos got a little downgraded. The gargle Kimi. It's not working. Usually gurgling works, but it's not working. Was it plastic? Yeah, they're all nubs. Like, all of us have nub jars, right? Like, it's basically just nub jar. It's a giant nub jar. Ooh. It's sad that it's only 720, because, like, it's bad looking. But then we have an instruction manual on how to build it. And please notice how big of nippers you need to cut this out, Dornians. You need some mighty large nippers in order to build this. And then when you build it, it's the size of slightly larger than an adult human. I love whoever, right? Like, they did so well. The entire aesthetic is just so well thought out. Like, it's in English. Once again, everything here except for basically the tour, the tour like lady talking was in English, which is crazy. You throw yours away. That's okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do with mine after. It's my thing's like basically full, my nub jar, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I wonder if one day they're gonna have like someone's gonna come and vandalize them and like steal. They're actually going to cut out with giant nippers one of these pieces, because that would be hilarious. Here's the other parts. Amazing. Amazing! What if Japan goes mad AMX and this becomes their symbol? I think it could happen. I think it could totally happen. Mad Max! I think it could happen! They just get a giant head. They build it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Better. Beautiful. It'd be simple to put together. Illustrative purposes only. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I didn't actually touch it. Oh, also it's Master Grade. Okay. All right. I wouldn't be surprised though if it is plastic. Or if it's like a plastic mixed with something else. But you know, given that like I feel like there's so many different kinds of plastic, it probably is plastic. It's probably nub plastic mixed with like a better or long-lasting plastic or something like that. Like that could fare the weather since it is outside. Yeah, it's reinforced nubs. Beautiful. It's a shame that it had a, what's it called? Reflection. And then, oh, I did not, wait. No, so this was, I didn't get like a full picture of the interior when you walk in, but they basically just have walls of white runners and then the presses themselves. It's just like there's just tons and tons and tons of them. And it's so cool. They do repeat. It's not like they're special ones every single time. But still. Yeah, the molds. They're so cool looking. And so it's just, like, it's not, like, right next to each other, obviously, because you can see there's not another one right next to it, but it's like, they have a gap, and then there's another one. So the whole, basically the front lobby area was just a bunch of these lining the walls. It was so cool. It was so cool! It's like printing blocks. It is. And then, okay, so this was kind of a cool thing. So in order to do all of their interactive stuff, they give you this designer ID, and it basically keeps all of your info. And of course, I added myself to it. You could not keep it. We had to turn it back in when it was done. I was very sad. I feel like we can make our own designer IDs. We can get Dornian's sick IDs like this. I just like the fact that it's clear as well. I don't know. There's something very nice about the clearness. We'll make our own IDs, Dornian's. Yeah, so then in the center of all this, they had a completely white, what is it, like, Plamo printing, wait, actually I have injection machine. It's completely white, and it has the mold in it. It's just right there. Right, the whole room looks like it's totally, like, futuristic sci-fi. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, right, because now you can see that, like, we have the white walls, and then we've got the white runners, and that have the silver molds at the bottom. It's a very sci-fi looking lobby center. People think the mold is like a hieroglyph of last language. It is. It is. It already is. We've lost the language. We're trying to find it. Okay, so to get in, so they hand us these badges, and then once they finally let us in, we had to tap in. And I'm cringy, and I wanted to get video of me tapping in. So Dornians for you. I wore my gloves through this. I wore my gloves. I made no eye contact with anybody around me. And I put my gloves on. And we tapped in. And then, I'm so careful. I'm gonna make sure no one can see. But it was, I don't know, it was very satisfying. And then, where that leads you. Is this super cool? This is just a waiting hallway, mind you. And it just has a bunch of, what would you call them? Like some of them, I should have pictures. Oh, I have video. I just took so much video, guys. Like all the plans and the layouts for different Plamo stuff that they have. Like they just have it all. And it's so nice to look at. Yeah, they got the dinos too. So that was the three things basically, was the dinos, the Plamo, or the dinos, the mecha, and the girls. Those were the three things that you could choose from essentially the whole time. cross sections. We even got the Asuka, the 3D models, like these planning sections. Like they had it all, and this was just a waiting room. The 3 things you need in life: dinos, mecha, and anime. Girl, it's true. It's true. Oh, figure rise. They did have them. They did have it because it's Bandai Plamo. Actually, these were the coolest things. There's one video I'm so sad because I kept running into, you don't have enough space on your phone. So one video of the interactive like injection part, injection mold runner, like interactive part, I did not get a video of that because if you're filming something and then it's like, oh, you don't have enough space, it just completely deletes your whole video. It's quite rude. It's quite rude. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, so this is just super cool. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, so we originally had to wait out in that lobby until, I think it was like 10 minutes before we were supposed to start, and then we had to wait in the hallway until our actual start time. And then we were brought into this room, which was just all the walls were completely filled with, like, I think this is the EG, the dinosaur, and then I believe also they had the anime girl. What is it? Are they 30-minute sisters? Is that what it's called? Does the dino have its own name? Does the dino have its own name? I don't, or is it just dino? They had us wait here for a little bit. And then we got to go up to the machines. We basically got to record our information. That's me. I'm Tsukimi. I'm a designer. I'm Tsukimi, B designer. They showed 4 new games in 40 minutes. That's not bad. 10 minutes per game. 30-minute archaeologist. Where is it? Right, here we go. Wait, no. Wait, where's the good stuff? I always have to put in an ear, so I just put in a random ear every time. See, I hate it. Why do we always have to put in years? Why? Why, Dornians? What? Where? Here we go. So then you get to choose your icon, and yeah, your PFP and the color. Except I wasn't like super paying attention, so I was like, you know what, this is good enough. Although I feel like their yellow and their orange were like I couldn't tell if it was yellow or orange, so I did what I had to. I went with blue instead. I didn't want to accidentally be considered yellow. I'm not yellow, Dornians. I'm orange. I am orange. Piss yellow. Yeah, so we what's it? This was technically way later because there was a whole section that they didn't allow us to film. And at first it was a video, so that made sense to me. And then we couldn't film after that. And it was showing like the whole area. We couldn't film and we couldn't take pictures. And it was showing like the area where all of the mold injectors were. And I was like, dang, that sucks. Why can't we take pictures? But I believe that everywhere, because this was actually, this museum is actually a working center. So there's people in there working. So I believe that everywhere where workers actually were is where they didn't allow us to take pictures. Even if there wasn't anyone there at the time, I think it was just like a general, if there are workers that could be here, then we're not gonna let you film. But so they had that. They do have a section later where you can see some mold injectors. They're very cool. But all of the mold injectors, Dornians, are colored to be themed after different mobile suits. So there was a grandpa colored one, there was like a freedom colored one, there was a Zaku colored one. It was so good. It was really cool. It's so silly. And then, okay, so then this part. This is, they wanted to test one of their mold injectors to see how much stress they can put on it. So, I believe in one day, they printed 1,000 EG Gundams. And then they put all of them here, on these walls. God, those are Gundams! Yep, they're all Gundams. As a blue adorning, welcome in. Jump. It's just this whole room. It's just full of the little Gundam guys. I know. We'll go back to those, I promise. There it is. This is it. This is it. Thousands of Gundams. I saw one woman, she like put her phone on the floor. She made it to where it was the front-facing camera, and then she took a picture, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea, ma'am. I'm gonna steal that. Ohio! But yeah, it's insane. And they had a little, I wish I'd taken a picture. They had a little like information piece that was talking about like where all these came from. But so they actually had an event where they had a bunch of people just come in and build these. Like these are all built by volunteers, like just Plamo fans that were like, yeah, I'll help build. Free labor! Exactly. Okay. Back to this. So then, in this area, we've got just like tons of... They've got the plans for stuff. This I thought was really cool. These are the color... These are the plastic colors, like testers that they have. So when they're going through and figuring out what colors they want for the Plamo, for the design that they've picked, they'll have these swatches. It's like they're on HGTV and they're picking out paint swatches for their walls, but instead it's for Plamo. Also, Mantis, good morning, and Haku, good morning. Welcome in. Yeah, right. I was like, that it makes so much sense to have that, because then you could like put all of the pieces next to each other and be like, is this a good mix of colors, or does like one of them look too muted compared to the others? And yeah, they're all just like plastic chips that you can pull out and look through. And then they've got mock-ups of putting everything together. We've got the 3D CAD. CAD? CAD? I always forget which. My music! I know this cost a lot because of the accuracy, the color cards, probably. Yeah, they probably also, they want to make sure, like, they don't want to print something in the wrong color initially and then be like, oh, there goes some of our Plamo funds. And then they make clear versions? Again, wish this wasn't 720, but alas, it's what we must deal with. Alas. Probably just to like see the final form. Like I think this is a completely built. This isn't like the Plamo version. It's the built version on Plamo. So they can see what it just looks like before it's broken down. Because imagine if you design the whole thing. You're like, yeah, this looks good. You print out all the pieces, then you build it out to see the end result. You're like, wait a second. Hold on a minute. And then we've got... So basically they're going through the different steps. You start at your base design. You pick the colors. You break it down into pieces and to what every piece or what color every piece will be. And then it gets the 3D CAD model. And then we get the actual Plamo design or the runner design and how every piece is going to fit together. It's an insane process. Insane. And then the molds themselves. The molds themselves are so cool, you guys. They just had a bunch of them. Just out. Like we got the mold pieces, the electric discharge master. Again, everything is in English. They have everything labeled in English. This will eventually, I know, it's gonna eventually be open to foreigners. I just don't know when and how they're gonna do it. I guess it's tourists, not foreigners, because I'm a foreigner. One day it's gonna have to be open to tourists. I just don't know when or how they have to make a store. They have to make a store. Look at this thing! Absolutely insane. Did it say what it was over in the corner before we got there, or did I hide that? Too blurry to read. Yeah, too blurry to read. Bum bum. It's just so cool. Water break, I can do that. Would you guys like to join me? 3, 2, 1! I have some nice room temperature water. It's like games, I'll let them cook a while longer to make it better before it's open to a wider audience. I will say, it is very... The interactive stuff is very much made for children. It very much feels like, because I've been to children's science centers here in Japan, and it has a similar feel, where a lot of it is supposed to be for keeping children entertained, and I'm like, I can stoop to that level. I'm basically a kid at heart. So this, eventually I want to go through and translate all of this. All of it! Because initially Bandai just had their Shizuoka, like, factory, which started 1969. So they had that, and the blue is the specific releases. So 1980 in July was when they released the 1144th Gundam. And then what is this? It's a specific. Oh, this is when they reached. Is that Oku? Oku? It is. They reached. What is it? God, what is Oku again? Million? I'm so bad with numbers. 84. That's kind of crazy. In 4 years, were they able to sell like? They were able to ship off like a million, 100, some crazy number. Could just be 100,000. 100 million? Is that it? Okay, I'll believe that. Oh, and this is, by the way, 1985 is when they introduced the CAD system. So all before that, they were just freestyling it. Finally, in 1985, did they get the computer system installed. And then we've got BB Senshis. We've got, what is this? Oh, then the high grades were 1990. Master grades were 1995. And then they just keep going. And then after 2006, they renamed it to the Bandai Hobby Center, which is right next to the museum. It's actually like right in front of it. You have to pass by the Hobby Center, where they used to give tours. I think they got so many requests to do tours at the Bandai Hobby Center that they're like, all right, fine. We're making our own like museum thing. You guys can, we're doing that. Because if you go to the Bandai Hobby Center page, they actually say, we are no longer taking any tour requests. Please go to the BHCPHII, please. Thank you. Play something new. The Skibbity Center. Skibbity bop, bop, bop. Look at humble beginnings. Humble beginnings. Look at this small little factory. And it gets like slightly bigger, and then Bandai Hobby Center. Like these look like, you know, regular old factories, and then they're like, now we gotta look cool. Now we gotta look cool. This is just a bunch of material. This is just a ton of material. Zeta Gundam material, exactly, apparently. Zeta! It's part of the Hobby Center. It's essentially the museum, the museum part of the Hobby Center. They've just made it a whole separate building that they can focus on giving tours. It being in a residential area, it made me think it was just a regular old factory, right? You would think it would look more factory-like. Why can't I zoom out anymore? There we go. There we go. Ahem. I'm gonna do what you're not supposed to do whenever you give PowerPoint presentations. I'm gonna read off of my slide. The detailed form of the plastic model is also examined. To create a more appealing form, every detail is checked and many corrections are made. It's kind of insane. Just like the minor changes that they want for these. Like this line is saying basically lower this, make this bigger. Like kind of squish this together, make this more like squared. Can you read it in JP announcer voice? No. Maybe if I wasn't sick. Yeah, Dornians, if I wasn't sick, I'd be able to do everything. I'd be able to fly if I wasn't sick. But unfortunately, I'm sick, so I can't. Bum, bum, bum. So whoever has this handwriting has really... They're very round. They have very round handwriting. I feel like I don't ever see this brown handwriting. Yeah, that's just... I can't imagine looking at something and being like, yeah, that line actually needs to go down just like a tiny bit more. This is what it really means to be a Plamo engineer. Okay, yeah, and that's the picture that I showed you guys earlier. And then these are... I wish we had more cool designs like this. Why do we not get cool designs like this more often? Why is it only for specific stuff? Why can't we have more art like this? More art like this? Yeah, so these are all entry grades. That because Bandai, now that they have entry grade, it's gonna be the thing that they give away the most. If there's ever like a contest, or like stamp rallies, they're going to be giving away entry grades of varying colors, and so they have to fancy up the boxes, you know. But like, this is such a cool way. Look at it. That's crazy. And this kit uses eggshell plastic. The middle one, this one, the vintage color. Yeah, I think that's... These two were the reasons I took this picture. My eyes can't see such detail. Your eyes! Is it because of GP advertising wise? What, that I'm not... I told you, it's because I'm sick! I heard the food on packages has to look like food in the packages. I know for like candies and snacks, they have to they have to have the right size on the package, and then if you're only allowed to show cut fruit if your juice is 100% juice. You can't eat Plamo, you can't stop me. You can't stop me. Design may differ depending on the concept, even with the same entry grade. True. Can we get this more often? But you know what? The funny thing is, probably the colors are just like... It's probably actually just brown, and then like dark blue, dark red, dark yellow. Like it's there's no way it looks this cool. There's no way it looks this cool. And this, I just thought it was pretty.
Welcome to the White House.
I just thought it was pretty. Good morning, non-tech form. Welcome in. Hello. This is the side view, okay? This is the side view. This is the top when they're all together. And this is the side. Because we've got varying types of plastic. Like you've got the gold, which always feels different. Then you've got the clear parts, and you've got the I don't even know what they call these. They're like slightly shinier. Oh, that says, yeah, all of those in that picture were EG. They were all entry grade. Multiple variations of plastics. And then the mold machine! Look at it. It's got granulators that grind up the unneeded runners and uses them. Or reuses them. The suction machine that sends materials from bag to the injection form machine. And the stocker that stocks around 200 to 300 molded items. And the monitor. They don't talk about that. But look at it. That's where the human is. That's where the human is. Yeah, and so the stalkers, they've got like they've got this crazy automated system. That again, I couldn't take a video or picture of because there was humans that could be there, and it was insane. They had the molding, they had the mold injectors going, and then they would like push the mold out, and then there would be these automated like runners at the top. But wait, different, not the same runner as Plamo runner. It was basically just a giant grabby box. It was a giant grabby box that it was similar to this, to the part removal machine, but it was a giant grabby box that would like take the stalker box and then move it to like the next area to go. It was so cool. It was so cool. Oh, here we go. This is what I bought. I don't think it comes with all the wires and the suction, but this is the mold injector. I like that they made their own system out of it. They took the Plamo and then they added more. I know some factory does that, but it's like super advanced factory, like Intel. Yeah. I mean, Bandai is super advanced, right? Pellets being fed into it is kind of funny. Yeah, I think it's funnier because they probably do have it like this, but I feel like they didn't want to. They wanted to make it visible. Like probably the actual pellets that are drawn from just a closed off box system. But they wanted everyone to be able to see the colors, so they made it like little open sacks essentially for this demonstration. We even got a little dude. Multicolored molding machine. Automatic guide. Yes, there were these just quote unquote walking around as well. There was actually machines that were just gliding across the floor that were probably had like collision detectors, and they were just transporting stuff all around. It was incredibly automated. Like I'm fairly certain that the people that were there just to make sure the machines were working correctly. Because there wasn't that many. There was only a few, but I think it's because they couldn't be there. Maybe they had to like set the stuff. I'm late, what did I miss? I cannot go over everything that you missed. But you can go back in the VOD. We're currently just looking over, we're like towards the beginning of it. Yeah, then they just go through all of this stuff. So I think, did I take a picture of this specifically because of this? I might have. Yeah, we entered the museum! It's a perfect way. That is a perfect way to put it. Yes, I did. I took this because of this. Quality, we gotta make sure, we gotta check the quality and make sure that it will not destroy kids. And it's specifically because, like for entry grade, because they're marketed for, I think it's like 8+, 4+, like really young. Really oh, here we go. Aimed at 8-year-olds. They have to have this on there. They have to. Tsukimi can fly if she wasn't sick. True! Very true. I'm glad you guys are remembering the important stuff. It's very important. But yeah, I think there's so many people that hate the safety stuff, but I'm fairly certain Bandai would not be able to sell their products if they didn't have the safety flags. Or they'd have to make it for like 15+. Something like that. 2 people check them. I'll take that job. Can I be that person? Can I be the safety checker? Don't want to gatekeep kids. They don't. Them 8-year-olds. They want to sell to the 8-year-olds. But also, if you notice, all of the informational stuff is also made to look like it's on runners. All of it. Every single bit of it. All of it. Multicolored molding. So yeah, they were very proud of this. They are very proud of this. They're like, this is where we started. This is where we started. Old Gundam used to be made with one color, but now in the year 2025, we've got multi-colored molding. It's their original technology, which is true. You don't see this anywhere else. And I am always extremely happy when I see the multicolored molds. And we got Old Man Gundam and New Man Gundam. I'm so happy they made the revival version. I love my revival Gundam. He's such a derpy little guy, but he's beautiful. I do think though that he really should make another version where it's the OG color. Guys, if Bandai needs to make money, I'm here for them. I think they should sell this mold so like it moves better, but they should sell it in the original like off-white, like the greenish off-white color. That's been no! That's a good dorning, G. Good dorning. Well, Echo Plus, they could probably. Well, I don't know. I feel like making the white color might be difficult. I think they do black because they're mixing a bunch of other colors together and it probably becomes black when they melt it all down. That's always been my assumption, you know? That's why I don't think we have any Echo Plus that is white. So I feel like that might take more. Is this over here? Oh yeah, okay, so this is just... And then... Not that it affected me, but... You didn't... Oh! I'm sick. Guys, I'm streaming right now. Wait, hold on. We got it. Hello, we just started a stream. Wow!
Yo, buddy. Still alive?
Good morning, Ninjash. Good morning, friends. Cloud first, did I get your good morning? I'm not sure. Good morning. It's a long intro screen. Yeah, I know. An hour and 10 minutes. Sorry, I'm sick. I was gathering myself. No, but it's okay. Good morning, Cloud Force. I'm sick. I don't think I can use it. So sick that the merch restock. Yeah! Merch restock! I don't know how many's there, but we did get a restock. So if you would like to pick up your Tsukimi B Dorny keychain specifically, it got restocked. That's the only thing that can run out of stock right now. But yeah, so they went into like the nitty-gritty details of all of this. I also like that you can tell that they made a mistake. They made a spelling error. Look at them. Or they just forgot to put the hiragana above it. Yeah, but so like they've got the different digits that they have, the multicolored molding, but it comes out in like two separate but one mold. It's so cool. They had it on display, absolutely. I'm just glad that they let us take pictures of this. I could see them going the way of Ghibli Museum and being like, you can't take pictures of anything. Sorry. Two kinds of resins are poured at the same time. Yes. Basically, they pour everything. Again, I wish I had the video of like the fake injection molds, but essentially, they line up the molds so that they inject all the colors at the same time at different points, and they set it so that it is the most efficient. The most efficient, like, pour to speed ratio, I guess. It's weird. Like, I'll try. Maybe one day I'll try and like recreate it, or I'll see if maybe someone else has uploaded it. Maybe, possibly. Speed running pouring, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, wait, does this say? 17 parts, 4 parts. Okay, no, that's just different. It all depends on your molding skills. Includes timing of the injection resin, the quality, temperature. Small mistakes can lead to mishaps. I feel like we've all seen when they make mistakes with the runners. We've all seen it. It doesn't happen very often, but... And then this, they talked about this stuff, you guys. The pre-made... what are they called? What are these parts? Like the stuff that came with Ariel that was like crazy colored. Designed to create clarity and depth. Wait, I think I took an actual picture of it. No, where is it? We're gonna skip through stuff again. What? Did it not get uploaded? I know I took a picture. Wait. Did I not upload it? Did I not down? Wait, hold on. I might not have. I've accidentally not grabbed it from. It's like one of the cooler pictures. Upload it here. I totally forgot. No. It's there. Wait, then why is it not here? Huh? It should be right after that. Okay, wait, hold on. Just holding out on us. The inner, it should be, but it's not. Okay. Oh wait, it's down here for some reason. I don't know why. But so this is how they do it. They basically have giant clear sticker sheets. Film that they then press onto the pieces themselves. For each and every individual part. They heat mold it to it. Which is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's a decal. They decal it for you, essentially. Also, can we please notice how they spelled permit? Caliburn Palmetto score 5. Ah, good old Palmetto. But yeah, I was like, oh, that makes it like so much sense. Cause I don't know, it looks so well done when you actually like look at the pieces themselves. But what did we miss? I did take pictures of these. I wasn't crazy. Why did all of these end up at the bottom? I don't know. I have no idea. Palmetto sounds like a pastry. Sounds like a food. Darnians, you have the same idea. It does kind of sound like a food. Yeah, so this is like they have the 3D model, and then they can kind of like take notes on everything. It's so cool. This Toroi. It's the Destroy Gundam. Yeah! Chemically recycled pellets. And then this boy. broken down or the plastic material reused and put into existing models. Which I feel like because there's no way they didn't use it with this guy, because that'd be wrong for them to write all this and then put this guy here. So we must have used this chemically recycled pellets, or the chemically recycled like Plamo plastics. All right, now where were we? Okay, so this. I think I need to, yeah. So they give us questions, Thornians. The plastic model's package is important enough to be called package art. But what aspect of the product is it called? I was sitting here, I was like, what are they asking?
Hey, buddy.
Correct! I'm a genius, you guys. You can hear the lady that's talking in the back. Did you pass? I got that correct. It's the face of the product. It's important for customers who see the package to want to buy the plastic model. The package should not just look cool, but it should. It's important for it to be a picture that lets users, from the moment they see it, to imagine the machine moving and situations they can use it in. What happens when there's a mistake in the design? It looks cooler. It looks cooler, you guys. I don't know what they mean. We can assemble. They've given us mistakes before, okay? We've seen it. They still make mistakes. If there's a design. But once again, the option to be all of this to be in English is here, which is insane. Insane. They didn't have to. This could have all been in Japanese. It's only Japanese or English, but still, that's a lot of translation they did. If there's a design error, the parts will not fit together properly, and the parts will be impossible to assemble. It may also break easily. That's why the design team checks the design data and uses prototypes to perform assembly tests many times to avoid design errors. Yeah, residents only. Characteristic of target customer causes change quality management. Oh. I got it right. Maybe kids on field trips have taken it in English so they can say they learned something, maybe. Yeah, I guess if like international schools go here, there might be some people that do it in English. No, we'll never not know it was. I was correct, Ornians. It's age, and it's because of... Where is it? This thing. This. This will change the design, because if it's made for younger than like 13, then they have to... They have to make it with certain design stuff. 3 for 3! I'm a genius. Also, you look like Dorning. Welcome in. Design team checking my Plamo. This thing, what was it? There's a recent release. Oh, it was the Machu release, and for one of the pieces, it was supposed to be like, it was her keychain on her bag, and there's supposed to be a piece sticking out so that you can connect it to her bag, and one person showed a picture of their keychain and it didn't have the piece sticking out. So there was no way for them to connect it to the bag, and I was like, oh. I'm a mechanic after true. I'm not a designer, as we will see soon. High quality instruction manuals, except I still believe that they need to change layouts. That's how do I talk to them about the layouts of their manuals, instruction manuals? The process is decided with human judgment. it's like, have you guys ever done those? What's it? Where someone will literally read through your instructions to see if they can make something. So it's like something as simple as making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And like the instructions will say, take peanut butter and spread on to piece of bread. And so then, yeah, it's like programming. So then you'll like take the entire jar of peanut butter and you'll just like hit it on the bread because it never instructed you to like open up the peanut butter jar, grab a knife, put the knife into the jar to grab the peanut butter, and then you spread that on it. So I feel like that's what they have to do with these tests to make sure that nobody's like just assumed anything. Always in science classrooms, I had to do it. We had to do something like that when I was in elementary school for like paper dolls. We had to give instructions for like putting together a paper doll, and let me tell you, I am not good with words. So the person that had to make my paper doll just like, it was all wrong. I feel bad for them. When I did programming, we had to tie your shoe example. That's how I explain programming to people. I think it's really funny because it's like, for most of the time, people aren't going to take things literally. But it is fun to do that. Packaged with ingenious ideas. Ingenious! Look at these ingenious ideas. This 1980s ingenious idea. Wait, best mecha collection. I feel like because a lot of you guys are sciencey people, if we did do something like that, you guys would actually do pretty good. Normal, touch. So this is like what we normally get in like HGs, MGs, and then this is what they've been putting in EGs recently. Just a lot of things that we do, but we don't really register that each action is composed of a lot of smaller actions. Yeah. It's so cool how you can see the process as time went on. It is! It's really cool. This whole place is great. Like, I hope they open it up to tourists soon. Because it's totally worth a visit to Shizuoka. Like, main city. Like, I feel like tourists can... I mean, Plamo loving tourists. They can go to Shizuoka, main city. They can go to this. They can, like, enjoy all the Plamo stuff that's in Shizuoka City. And then they can, like, go, like, an hour out and be right next to Fuji. Right next to Fuji! And stay in place or be removed as needed. The easy getaway. That's what it actually stands for. Easy getaway pieces. Yeah, so these are all of the parts. The coloring, the molding. I can't remember what that says. Printing? Modeling? It's probably modeling. Injection, packaging. Bam! They or at least make that print available for the rest of us to buy. This, I'm just gonna tell you guys now. I'm gonna put a picture of myself in here. This was a photo spot. Yeah, we're gonna mass-produce jellyfish. I took 2 pictures. This is the weirdness of iPhones. This is the same room, nothing changed in the lighting, but this one became yellower. the laboratory area. So this is where we got to start messing with stuff. This is where we got to start messing with stuff. So you choose what you want to make. You want to do a dinosaur, a mecha, or a mecha girl. I did the mecha first. And then this is where it starts, I feel like, betraying how they originally advertised this. So remember, they're like, you get to build your own Plamo and make it become a reality. In actuality, you are fitting criterias that they have. So this is, as it says, if you choose massive type, you have to make large shoulders, sturdy hips, thick legs. If you choose normal type, then you have to make it all balanced. If you choose slim type, then you have to do slender body, longer legs. Massive. And you get to like make all these adjustments to everything. The whole thing is touchscreen. And I don't think I do a very good job at getting the changes shown, but it does not change that much. It does not change all that much. Like it's hardly noticeable. I thought that was my game. Yeah, it's your game. It's talking. But look, you can like turn it. It's actually kind of insane. So those, you can hear like the dots, right?
Hey, buddy.
This is me changing the size, and it's barely changing. They weren't gonna stop. I was trying to go for the most insane design. Because at this point, I didn't know if they would actually be printing out our Plamo or not. Because I was like, well, there's enough, like, not changes in the design to where maybe they have the molds. Can this stop pausing? Build a bear and to build a gum-dum? Yeah. But so I was like, it's possible maybe that they have, like, all of these ready for us to actually make. So I was just trying to make a silly guy. He got mad at me, though. I just wanted him to have very big legs. Thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up. I saw someone else to let you record them changing this side because clearly you're not tall enough to reach that station. It's made for kids. They didn't get mad at me. The machine, did I capture it? Yeah. So out of 1,000 points, I got 540. They still told me I did excellent work though, so. So this is where the whole thing comes into where you're not actually making your own. You are following their guidelines to make the perfect machine. Yeah, they don't see the vision. They don't see the vision. Come with me, guys. Come with me. So this is the injection, the mold injections that I was able to get pictures of. So you can see that this one is a Char's Zaku colored. Is this free? I'm not sure. Yeah, they're all different colors. It's so cool. And it's all automated. Like, there's not a person here. Do they need need to be? Nope. It is purely aesthetic reasons. They're just like, they followed the rule of cool. What are we watching? What is the full title again, Dornians? Bandai Hobby Center Plamo Design 2. It's II, but I forget what the II stands for. So this is the coloring section, which I went very boring because I'm a boring gal. I know. I tried to go crazy. I was like, oh, let me make it all orange, and I was like, I couldn't. It hurt me. It hurt me, Dornians. I'm sorry. I couldn't be the crazy, insane colors that you might want me to be. I did make it Tsukimi colors, but I'm mainly white with orange and blue, and so that basically ends up looking exactly like the OG Gundam. I was like, okay, so we've got a darker orange, we've got a lighter orange, we've got light blue, and then we've got white, and I was like, this looks literally just her. But look at all the touch daring, aren't we? Yep. You guys see that guy that's looking at me? You guys see this guy that's judging me in the background? Look at him. Look at this man judging me and my plain taste. What's he do? Rude! Rude. Rude. There's more of them! You can see, like, they're all different they're all different colors. It's insane. They didn't need to do that. But it looks so cool. It looks so cool! Let's back up again. Yeah, but so in my group alone, you guys, there was I think maybe, like, in terms of entry groups, or like people, like groups within my group, there's probably like 10, and I think maybe half of them were families. So there was a bunch of kids running around. I feel like that's probably what it is every time. I feel like there's probably a bunch of kids every time. Spooky Japanese mom voice! Just reining in her children. And so, again, the one part that I couldn't get a video of because it got corrupted was the injection mold part, which you also get to, you essentially get to choose, you're given 4 pieces of a runner, and you have to move them around and place them by color, and then you see how well the injection molds into your runner like placement, and how fast it pushes out all of the resin into the mold. And so you're going for like a really fast time despite multiple colors on the same runner. And I don't know, I did a very good job at that one. Kids versus kids at heart, yeah. But so this is, someone mentioned it, they're like, that there's a part of it that is like Gundam Breakers, and I think this is what they're talking about. You get to make your box art. You get to make the box art, and once again, you have to follow standards as to like, oh, are you making a classic box or a dynamic box? Look at it, like it moves while you're. It's so. And you get to change all of that and the placement of all of it. How big it is. And now we'll see as we go to the next video. I turned them upside down. You get to choose which kind of logo. So you get to choose background, pose, and logo. And I made him upside down. And then I gave him this. I think they wanted me to use this first one for dynamic, but I didn't care. Complete! Not bad. Not bad. actually a Gundam deep cut. Yeah. See, I'm going for the deepest cuts, Dornians. I don't even know what part interference was. C plus, just like my grades in high school. See, they always told me I was doing good, so clearly I couldn't have been doing bad, Dornians. Clearly. So, out of 3,000 points, Dornians, I got 1920. I think... Okay, so I did bad on the coloring one because they asked questions beforehand and they're like, what is the best amount of colors for a design? And it was like 1 color, like 6 colors or 16 colors. And I knew that they wanted 6, but I said 16 because I hoped that I would get 16 colors to work with. No, they just told me that I was bad. And they gave me a low score. And then for this, I honestly wasn't understanding it. I wasn't understanding how to make it go. I wanted 16 colors. I wanted to go hardcore with my mecha, but they didn't let me. Yeah, this one, it was like, I was supposed to put them in certain ways, and I just wasn't understanding how to put them that way, so I got a lower score on this. Rank A. But look at this! Logical and original. Logical and original, Dornians. Logical and original. They understood. They know. They saw the orange and the blue and they're like, that's original VTuber. That's in the original VTuber Tsukimi B Dorny colors. Original like, no. They totally understood. They got it. I'm gonna say logical and original now instead of really true. Logical and original. Logical and original. Oh, here it is. Someone asked about the bathroom. It's not Plamo exactly, but it's like their design logic with it. I still think it's cute. This gets me my design. It wasn't working. Oh no, wait, that's right. They had awful Wi-Fi in this building. So or not even Wi-Fi. They just had. I didn't have a connection. I wasn't connected to the internet. So I had to take a picture because I just couldn't get in. I couldn't get in! If your orange isn't a color you see often on Gundam, it's true! We need more orange. But so I'm very mad that they didn't even have this for sale. I would have bought this in addition to my mold injector model that I bought. I don't understand why they're not selling. Why is it not for sale? This is such a cool thing to be selling. I was hoping it'd be more funny. I feel like you really have to try to get like low because again, it's for children, so they don't want to discourage them too much. Plant plug. Yeah, like Lego does it. Why can't Bandai do plant plug? Why I would buy so much of that. It would look so pretty too. But I don't know why they didn't have it. I don't know why they made this just for this. It's mean. It's very mean. And then this. I only took a picture because she's here. Like my girl! My girl, there she is! That's her, Dornians. That's her right there. That's her. La 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 la. But they do have like all the OGs, like Iselina, and I don't know, Matilda. I was like, why can't I remember her name? Sayla, Amuro.
Welcome to the White House.
And this was technically at the very end. I'm mad that I didn't get a picture or video of the vending machine. I think because there was people around it the whole time, so like there was no easy place for me to get it. Plamo love. Plamo love. It is! This is Shining Lala. Cool. Any of them for sale? We can actually... So this is we can actually wait. Let's go to let's see, can I remember it? Bandai Hobby Center plastic design wait, how do I make it into English? Everyone can understand. Good. So they do say, but they don't say that it's exclusively on P Bandai. You can purchase the BHCPHII museum exclusive merchandise on the official Bandai Namco Group online store, Premium Bandai. But they don't say that that's the only place that you can buy the Plamo. That is the only place you can buy these. You have to... It's... Once your time for your entry into the museum has come, you are allowed to go to your ticket online, which you have to buy from P Bandai right now. And it leads you to the store there. And then until 11:59 of the next day, are you allowed to purchase any of these? And I bought this because I wasn't gonna buy this. I might have been tempted to buy this if it was actually there in the store. But they did not have, there's no souvenir shop. They do have these available there. They do have these available there. I actually bought this. I didn't look at the price. I ixnayed the price. I didn't think about it. But it is a good bag. I've been wanting a eco bag that is Gundam themed. And this has Fuji on it as well. I don't know who they thought would be buying these. These white designs are kind of dumb. Is it nylon? Yeah, it's like it's nylon. Yeah, because it's eco bag, but it's not the canvas eco bags. So yeah, it does kind of look like a tank top. It's about the size, or it's the same price as what a tank top should be. Ridiculous price. I just didn't look. Yeah, it's super duper nice, and it's big. That's my problem. Is I have a canvas bag also from P Bandai, and it is like it's way too small for when I go grocery shopping. It doesn't actually hold that much. So I saw in person how big this was, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can get this. But yeah, I like the Yokohama merch a lot. That's not a lot. Yeah, right? And the fact that you can't buy, they have, surely they're going to be making like a souvenir shop somewhere. Even a small one? Even, how? Yeah, so this is what I bought. So we'll eventually build this 38. the 1/60th electric type color injection molding machine BHCPD2 color. Yep. Except, you guys wanna know how much shipping costs? So it's 880 yen, right? But then because it's only available online, I still had to pay for shipping. Wanna know how much it cost? 600 yen. Why? Why, Bandai? Why? Like, I don't know, maybe if I bought multiple things, but like, come on, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It basically doubled my cost. And after my wallet, for sure. But so basically you can buy any of the 3 kits that you build. They did give us, I don't know if it's an entry grade or what it is, but I have to look at it again. We did get Plamo. We did get Plamo. And I said, open up. And then Japan posted, open up! It's true. It's true. Like, it could have been worse, but still. No. And then, as an extra door. Oh, this is the 4 YouTube shots. Look it! This is Shizuoka is guys, you get it, it's a model city. And everything they made like a model. It's so cute. It's so cute, Dornians. It's so cute. Look at it! Still says it was a ton of fun. It's totally worth it. It's totally worth it to go. Like, if you can go, it's absolutely worth it to go once they open it up to tourists. A train made out of Plamo? Definitely. It's not just a design that they threw onto it. And then, this is the funniest part about Shizuoka, a model city, is they have all of these monuments that they call Pura Monumento. And they have them up at like all of these. It's like, it's not even just historic sites. It's I think it's just companies that pay for them. So this is at one of the, or near one of the temples. One of the, like, temple shrines that they have. Maybe it was a castle. I didn't actually go in. Because it was like slightly drizzling, I was just going specifically to all of these Plamo monuments. I think I get closer to other foreigners. Tourists can't go. You have to have a Japanese Bandai account with an address. Phone number? I forget exactly what Japanese Bandai requires. But you have to apply for the lottery with your Japanese Bandai account. So if you have that, you can go. You can apply to go. But you have to have that. But yes, I entered the lottery. And for the lottery, essentially you pick 3 times, like 3 dates and times that you're okay with going. And then if you win the lottery, they pick from one of those 3 times for your entry to be. Yeah, this one is a lot of people's favorite just because of how unique it is. It's just really cool. It's so cool. Like, I'm surprised though that they don't make, like, even like, yeah, you can't put it together, but even just being able to like actually collect the runners. Like if I was able to have runners and then put them up as like art pieces, that'd be cool. Here's the Japanese, the JP Post, the guys that stole my money as well. This one's kind of cute. The 1-to-1 armor, yep. Actually, I did have the telephone, but I think because I took a picture of it earlier, I did not include it in this. But this is an actual functioning Dropbox. You can put in your letters and postcards and packages in here. Why did they steal your money? They're rude. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, it's so cool. So this one's for a bank. This is why it's like definitely companies where someone had to pay for these. So probably JP Bank paid at least partially for the other one. This is the Seishin Bank, and they paid for it, and they have their little mascot here. And then the bank vault is so cute. It's like so detailed. Everything is Plamo. The world is Plamo. Okay, and then we're back. These random ones that just got sent to the nether zone. It was modeled for. Okay, yeah. Let me look up actually. Shizuoka. Oh wait. So this. Who's that? Leroy Good Morning. Also Retro Good Morning. Basha Good Morning. I missed some Good Morning. Okay, I got those. Where's the Plamo movie? Lego movie. We should get that. We deserve that. We deserve that. But these ones are actually very easy to find because they are in the main Shizuoka station. So like if you go to the Shizuoka station, which most likely you are, because that's where the Shinkansen is, which is what I took. I took the Shinkansen. So the Shinkansen goes to the Shizuoka station, and then in that station is this one. I believe both of these work. Both of these phones work. The middle one does not work. Because as you can see, it is sideways and disconnected. It's split apart during it. It was modeled for us. That's an iconic one I've seen go around. Yeah. And then this one, I feel like I need to upload my picture because I took a picture of just this, but then I took one where it's sort of blurry background, but then it's like my keychain in front of it. Are people still using those phones? Probably not a lot, but some people have to use them in times of need. Let's see. There's another one I didn't go to. Oh yeah, here it is. The hotel one. That's a small picture though. I was thinking of staying at this hotel, but I was like, eh. It didn't come with a free breakfast. This place is pretty neat. It is. It is. It's also just very flat. I feel like a lot of the other ones were very creative in how they did this. This is just like flat images. Like, oh, all right, fine, sure, whatever. Yeah, wait, I went to this one too. I guess I just didn't upload photos. Can I find that? There's a couple that I didn't include in here. Curse you, Tsukimi B. Dorny! It's gonna be a very small image. But so this one, this blue one, I apologize for its size, are like, it's right next to Surugaya's main, or their HQ. So Surugaya you can buy from online, right? Even in America. But their HQ, which is like a giant building that has tons of stuff. There's so much. They have a whole section just for junk that's super discounted. And so it's stuff to where it's like they bought it from people and it was just, the box was messed up, or possibly the best thing, it's just not selling. So you know how there's all those really round plushies of the Witch from Mercury characters? Like I have the Suletta one. You know, I forget what they're called. There was a lone Shadiq in the junk section. It was just there all by himself in the junk section because no one wanted to buy him. It was beautiful. It was amazing. I expected it to be all Shadiq. It was just, there was just one. I don't know if like the others got sold or what, but the other thing that wasn't being sold was like the base art for Suletta. They had like an acrylic keychain, and I don't know, I feel like someone accidentally mass bought them because there was like thousands of them. And in the junk section, they were selling like groups of 5 for 110 yen. Like I feel like it had to be someone accidentally added a 0 onto their order or something. Like it was insane. They have a dedicated room to merch for him, for them to sell one at a time. It has to be. It has to be just like that. But yeah, that was a cool place to go through. I just went to the model section like immediately. That was on the 2nd floor, but there's like a whole 1st floor that was, they had a bunch of like VTuber goods. Like I feel like Shizuoka is totally worth it if you like plastic models at all. Like worth visiting. And then also the other place I went, which I have pictures but I did not upload them here. Let's see, Shizuoka Hobby Square. The Shizuoka Hobby Square. It's just like, it's a free little museum of all Plamo from everybody. I think it's a lot of, I think Tamiya is one of the major forces that put money into it, but they have everything. And they have a little shop. Like I got there and there was actually people, it seemed like a lot of people were there for the shop initially. But yeah, I got there right as it opened. It has everything. It has like from the very beginning of Plamo creation, and then it has all the newer stuff, and it even has like this stuff. Like all the Plamo. It has RC cars, it has planes. And then obviously, the Plamo hobby store, or the Plamo convention, what is it called? Plamo, what Shizuoka plastic model convention is the only thing I can think of. They have that in Shizuoka, obviously. Oh, Myth Good Morning, welcome in! Hello. Hello! That'd be good for gifts, low-key. It is. It is. But they had one thing that they don't show here. I do need to post pictures of. Does anybody have it? Does that look like it? Basically, they used like runner parts to create pictures. Oh wait, here it is. Open image. So this whole thing, this whole picture right here, is made out of runners. The whole picture is made out of runners. And like there's some parts in there. Like I think if I have a picture of it up close to where on her face there's actually one of like the 30-minute sister faces or something on there. It's like, oh wow, that's kind of creepy, but also really funny. Yeah, it's like it's runner art essentially. We need more runner art. We need to make more runner art. This is what our world should be our world should be made of. It's runner art. Yeah, that's mainly what I have. That is mainly what I have, Burnians. I thought that like maybe there would have been like Gunpla cafes, and there are some to where they're less cafe and more like a place for you to build, and then they also serve drinks. But I totally thought that there would be just like a cafe where it's mainly food and drink, and then they also just have a bunch of like Plamo around, and you know everybody that works there knows about Plamo right now, which means that'll be my new life end goal. I'll retire. I will retire Dornians to Shizuoka. I will open up a cafe that is Plamo themed, and I will make up. That is how I'll live. Yeah, that's my retirement goals. Those are my retirement goals: is to retire to Shizuoka and open up a Plamo cafe. Call it the Hangar. Call it TBD Hangar. That's when I will finally take off my mask and reveal my IRL self. Steps of plastic, sounds of espresso beans grinding. That's how it'll be. She'll build her retirement home out of runners! Surely. Surely that's how it'll be. Yes, the second they open this up to tourists, I think everybody should apply. They should all apply. We can come and meet the Oshu. She isn't there because she's the owner and not the cook bartender. I feel like I'd still hang out there. Probably if I could, the true goal would be like cafe on the first floor, house on the second floor. You know, that kind of setup. So like I would still be there. So if you know someone really wanted to meet me, it would just be like the workers would just have to go and knock on my door. But that's the true dream, Ornians. That's the dream. It's like a chef who doesn't taste their own food. It's the owner isn't willing to hang out. What's the true? Yeah, probably. It would actually be funnier to just like sit in my own cafe as if I'm just a guest. Just be like, oh, can we meet the owner? And then the cook or whoever is behind the counter is like, oh, that's them right over there, and you've been sitting next to me the whole time. They have hired workers to make you lunch and breakfast. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. Oh, hi, Otsuki. Hello, welcome in. We would hire an actor to play the owners. I would hire Kenji no Tsuda. I'd be like, yes, this is me all along, Gordians. When was he born? I just take his birth year. I'm just gonna say from now on that I was born in 1971. That's better than the date I usually use, which is... I actually just take the date or the year that they sent off the that NASA sent off the jellyfish into space. If you guys are ever wondering what I usually take when places require me to put in a year, I just take the year that NASA sent off jellyfish into space. That's it! That's what I take! Which, mind you, is actually a lot older than I am, but... We're just its easiest, it's easiest. I think, would that... Because that was... 1992, yeah, because that's what I put in. So that's... That's hag level, right? Guys, just call me hag. I'm just a hag, Dornians. The TGS 2025 is opening today! Today, it's true. I wouldn't have gone. Actually, I'm kind of glad that I didn't want to go today or tomorrow because I'm sick. It would have hurt. Even just going into work, like I just felt like moving outside. It's just such a pain. Nisei hag! That's me. That's me. Keep me confirmed. If that's the date that I steal, so I'll take Nisei hag. She's a bajillion years old. That's true. Also, let it be known that there is a convenience store like right next to this. That's the one sign of life in this residential zone. There's the Bandai Hobby Center, there's the Plamo Design Industrial Institute, and then there's 7-Eleven. Good old 7-Eleven right behind it. I'm surprised honestly that 7-Eleven didn't like get their own cool runner thing. That Konbini is the sole feeder of the workers. I think so. It has to be. Yes, that was my trip. And it was super cool. And wait, let me show off the outfits. Let's go to my tweet tour. My tweet tour! This isn't all of their outfits. This is the front staff that was like directing people in. Hito-shira, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. So for hers, this was more of like almost like an apron kind of outfit, but all of the uniforms had this design somewhere on it. Some of them, it was like on the interior of the like their coat, so it was sort of just like an inseam thing. It was like, yeah, please, can they put this design somewhere? I just noticed G-Quacks, yeah! Like they got the new stuff. Why can't they just share this? Like, I understand if they don't want to sell us the exact outfits, you know. They tend to do that. They tend to make really cool looking stuff. for their workers and then not share it with us. But at least share the print, please. Imagine that. That bed sheet would go so hard. I would even take I would buy it if it was a button up, like a Hawaiian shirt type of button up. I would absolutely take it. As a dress? I was gonna say one piece, but that's very Japanese. I would wear it as a dress. Just like a whole dress covered in this print. It'd be sick as a Hawaiian shirt, right? One piece real? Real. You guys want to know something messed up though? I bought a guy shirt the other day. Actually, it was a while back. It's like it's got a cute like whale design on it. The side that buttons are put on is opposite for males and females. So for girl button-up shirts, it's on one side, and for guy button-up shirts, it's on the other side. So I feel like I am 3 years old again, trying to button up this male button-up shirt. It keeps throwing me off. Didn't know that was a thing. Yes! I had heard about it, but I completely forgot about it when I bought this shirt. So like, I'm used to buttoning up all of my stuff on one side, and then I go to button up this shirt on the guy's side, and I was like, ah! Legends, they're true. It threw me off so much. It threw me off so much. Yeah, I feel like I'm 3 years old because I'm used to like one hand doing like holding the button and with the other hand like putting the button into the hole, but then I have to switch it. It's hard to switch it. I don't got the muscle memory for that. I don't got the muscle memory for that. It's such a weird thing that still persisted with fashion. Yeah, I don't know why. Probably because if you switched it, one side would be mad. I'd be mad if they switched it for women since I'm so used to it. Being on the side it is. And if they switched it for men, then the men would be mad. So there's no real way to switch it anymore. It's impossible. It's impossible. Fun times. Fun times. Everyone should go to Shizuoka. We should probably go to Shizuoka regardless. At least go there for this cool stuff and then go see Mount Fuji. You should do that. You should do that. Go to Shizuoka and then go to Mount Fuji from there. If this isn't available by the time you go to Japan. Does anybody have questions? I was at karaoke. I went to a karaoke bar, and someone actually sang Sharga Kuru. How much was the entry fee? That's actually a very good question. I want to say like 1,200. It might have been more than that. But we can double check. Oh no, it was way more than that. Sorry, I was thinking I was a child. 2,860. That is a lot. What? How was the food? Oh, there was no food at the Plamo Museum, but the food I did have. Actually, wait. Did I send this over? I did, but I didn't put it here. Wait, hold on. Let me upload a completely unrelated video. I'll show you. hold on, chotomate. I'll show you the one thing of food I did get. Actually, wait. No, I can't. Dun, dun, dun. Like, what? So this is... I waited 2 hours for this, and by waited, this is when I took all of those pictures of the Plamo stuff, is because I was waiting to get into this store or this restaurant, and it is hamburger steak from Sawayaka. It's very yummy. That's what I ate, and it was very good. It is this chain is only in Shizuoka. That was my only thing. I was like, if I'm gonna eat food, it has to be like Shizuoka specialties or only Shizuoka. And there was some Japanese guy on like Reddit or something when I was looking up like places to go in Shizuoka, and he's like, "You got to go here. It's so good." It was very good. It comes out as just a ball, and then at your table, they cut it in half, and then it steams up and cooks. Did it live up to the hype it did? I don't know if it's worth... If I didn't have anything else to do for that 2 hours, it would not have been worth it. But because I could go around and like walk around, the wait wasn't that bad. I missed it. Cut the balls. It is what it is. It also came with pudding afterwards. I got pudding with it. Yeah, no, that was... I ate that, and then I went to the Shizuoka's smallest Plamo store that I showed on stream the other day, and I got a crepe from there. So that's... And then I had bread. I had a bread buffet from a local bakery that was connected with my hotel. That was all the food I ate in Shizuoka. So it was mainly starches and then a giant thing of meat. I just packed on the the carbs, and then just a giant hunk of meat in the middle. A giant hunk of meat in the middle. Bum, 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 bum. We could enter as preschool age. You would have to pass for preschool age. Do you think you can do that? Do you think you could look 5 years or younger? You are allowed to have water bottles, except for alcoholic water bottles. And see, this is the one reason why I think all the places that we could not take pictures was because there was probably people there. Are you smarter than a 5-year-old? You have to prove that you're as smart or dumber than a 5-year-old. Or else you might be too smart. If you're too smart, they won't believe you, don't you? They won't believe you. Visit flow. What do they say here? Oh yeah, so this is... They show you a video which has English subtitles at the top. And then the video stops. This whole screen shoots up, and then behind where the screen was is the factory part where they have all of the automated machines going. It's so cool. It's like the grand reveal of the thing that you came there for. Hello, hello. So basically they have you study. If you study everything, they give you all this information, and then you go to the laboratory area, which is where you make use of your cool badge. I didn't flip. You make use of the cool badge that they give you. And sometimes it's like really finicky. Like sometimes I would just walk up to one of the machines and it would just instantly identify. It would like pick up my ID, so I didn't actually get a chance to tap it against it, like have the satisfying tap. It would just pick it up as soon as I got close to it. Like, wait, no! But it stores all of your information. It remembers you. Like, I don't know what they got in here, because it as far as I can tell, it was, I guess you can, maybe it's in here. Like you can see the shadow. That must be where the information is stored. Well, those badges, yeah! We didn't get to keep them, but I feel like we need to make one like this for Dornians, for our hangar. We should make a badge for you guys like this. I'd rather it be sensitive than it not working. True. Although the museum's what, like a month or two old now? It can either open in like August or September. So they better be working. But will it work in a year or two? That is the question. But yeah, I'm surprised I didn't like buy. They didn't have like fake ones that we can buy. Because I mean, it has like all of the cool stuff. Like they can change designer ID to say like something else. No, they didn't want to give us really any merch. We'll make our own merch, Dornians. We'll make our own merch. It's me. It's me. But so that designer tag, it remembered all of your information, all of your scores. From the modeling process to the design process to the molding process.
Suki me love. To wiggle.
Thank you, Captain Buffoo. Thank you. For the resubscribe for 9 months. Baby time. Thank you for carrying. Thank you for carrying the sub baby. Oh yeah, we also weren't allowed to see or film. They showed one of the injection machines working. But it made just like a random design. It made like a tiny, they had a mold that was none of what we built. So once again, just saying, the design that you make during the modeling, coloring, and mold design does not actually get made. It does not get made. You get to make the package, and that package design gets printed. Like they're covering it in like every one of these pictures. Basically right behind this small child right here. Oh, whoa. Ah! Where'd the small child go? Behind this small child is actually the printer. And so you print out your package design. And then you put it on to the box that they give you. I got an A, but that's basically the best. SS is overrated. Do you think that child got in for free or got in for around $10? $10. Definitely $10. That's like, that kid's maybe like 6 to 8, I would say. And then they show all the tops for like that month. the people that got the best scores for that month in the respective categories of Dino, Gundam, and Girl. the three genders: Dino, Robot, and Girl. Which one are you guys? Bum, bum, bum. That's not an option! None of them? So you just don't exist? You just don't exist? Let's see, does it say? Okay, so it's July is when it opened. So it's been around for almost exactly 2 months now. I guess I'd pick Dino. Nice! Oh, you are Rex. So that does make sense. I'm something of 3 of them all at once. Whoa. Maybe not the anime girl one. Wow, live your best dream though. What is this show? Fuji!
Shizuoka is surrounded by beautiful nature and has a long-standing tradition of model making.
I wonder if they did auto dubbing.
We have poured our passion into plastic models here since our founding, constantly taking on new challenges and honing our skills.
Why is it in color here? Why didn't we get to see the color photo? That's messed up.
The Vada Hobby Center was established to consolidate.
Yeah, right. It sounds like auto dub.
In order to inherit the culture and spirit of model making and meet the expectations of fans around the world, we have worked to enhance the value of plastic models by further evolving the joy of making plastic models with the themes of excitement and imagination.
Whoa!
And with the aim of further growth and evolution, the Vada Hobby Center Plastic Model Design Industrial Institute PD2 is finally operational. A new era of Yasu Spirits plastic models is about to begin.
Yasu?
The concept of PD2 is a factory for show.
Oh wait, they just call it PD2. Okay, that's a little bit better.
Making to the plastic model designers who work at this factory, to the local community,
the balcony is
and to
very
plastic
cool.
model fans around the world. It is a place that is designed with people in mind, attracting and captivating people's hearts.
But they don't want you to buy Gunpla here.
It will be a stage for communicating the thoughts and appeal of Vada spirits to the world in a space that incorporates smart functions and thoughts for model making, and in an environment that takes wellness into consideration.
We're making sure that we're getting the oxygen. Yeah, okay, this is okay, good. Actually, there's things here that I couldn't take videos of. This thing, they just had going. Oh, gross.
Takes wellness into consideration.
This was the thing that was moving around, just the actual runners themselves. And then up above, they would have different machines that would then collect the boxes of all of the runners.
PD2 values the mental and physical well-being.
So yeah, these guys would show up every now and then.
And the plastic model designers as a place to show off. In the production area, air conditioning and lighting equipment have been introduced to ensure comfort and concentration.
Wait, why are we talking like air conditioning and lighting isn't like a requirement? Why are they proud of this?
An ideal environment that supports the future of modeling.
What?
In the common area, an open cafe space and a terrace where you can enjoy a curtain have been created based on the concept of a moment, creating an environment where both the body and mind can relax and concentrate on modeling.
We didn't get to see any of this, mind you. There was no eating area.
Furthermore, with carefully designed interiors installed throughout the factory, modeling machines with colors chosen by the plastic model designers, and PD2 original uniforms that combine functionality and
like, look at
the
hat! Imagine if we could buy the hat. Imagine. One day we might handle a runner that Tsukimi laid jellyfish eyes upon during her tour, maybe. Our workers are gifted times and places to eat. Yeah, right? Playful! I mean, this design... this sleeve design is very playful. I'll be honest, it's true. That is a very playful design. Pumping jockey pants are so cool. Yeah, I wonder if people like this. I like this middle one the most. This one looks really comfy to wear. And I think that's the one to wear. Oh, wait, or is this the back of it? Not sure. No, it's different. I think this is the one to where the back of it has the, like, that sick design.
Designed to suit the way they work, the aim is to create a factory where plastic model designers can work with pride and affection. BD2 is fully equipped with a series of production functions from modeling to shipping.
So that was an automated thing. That was an automated dude. He's just chilling by himself. He knows what he has to do, Dornians. He understands his mission, and he does it. First one has knee pads for possibly because they have to work with the machines, and so they might have to like actually get onto the ground. Bot is forklift certified. Yep.
By automating all transportation within the factory, the workload is reduced, eliminating the time that plastic model designers are particular about. The passion for modeling and the passion for fans are further incorporated into the plastic models.
Okay, and you might think, wait, you can see that the back is on there. Anyways, you might think like, did they just hire like some really like cute and cool looking people for this thing? No, I can confirm this is what the workers look like. The workers, in fact, do all look extremely cute and adorable.
BD2 aims to be a facility that is loved by the local community. In order to achieve harmony and cohesion with the local environment, we have focused on a design that is friendly to people in the town, such as the development of green spaces,
we're going to
construction of
Shizuoka now,
sidewalks, and the building shape and color that take into account the cityscape. We have also adopted the latest small energy total energy equipment and obtained CEB certification, which allows us to achieve zero energy consumption in the building.
Wow. Yeah.
We are actively working to reduce CO2 emissions, such as by using total energy to cover the energy used in the production area.
Okay.
We have implemented thorough BCP measures to protect human lives and continue business operations, with a building structure that minimizes damage to the building even in the event of a
I find it interesting that they didn't go over any of this.
In addition, the thin underground reservoir has a capacity that exceeds the standard, making BD2 resistant to earthquakes and floods, and also plays a role in protecting the safety of the region.
That's kind of cool.
The museum area within BD2 cherishes our desire to convey the appeal of plastic models, and will captivate fans through 3
That's,
points.
I think, supposed to be the first room that I showed you, where like you register your ID.
Hey, buddy.
But they have different stuff. Like that is definitely not what they had. That is not the mech that they had. Wait, let's go to my video. Yeah. They had bare basic. They had EGs and dinosaurs. They did not have whatever the heck they're showing in this. East jump scare.
Plastic models.
As a red
and will
sweet round,
captivate
good
fans
morning.
through
Welcome
3
in.
points: seeing, learning, and experiencing. Furthermore, the smiles of fans overflowing with surprise and joy from their experiences inspire plastic model designers, creating a space that fosters the spirit of diversification.
I feel like it might be auto-dubbed, but I feel like they wrote the script in English. This does not sound like it's auto-translated.
Work with pride. Share peace of mind with the local community. Communicate the appeal of plastic models even further. That is the PD2 factory that shows.
I guess they call it the PD2 factory because technically the Bandai Hobby Center is a thing that's like in front of it.
We will deliver new and moving experiences beyond imagination by connecting with fans around the world with spirited and soulful performances.
This is technically the Bandai Hobby Center.
From Shizuoka to the world.
From Shizuoka to the world. The world, Dornians! This is still the funniest part. We give our workers air conditioning and lights. We are so kind. They're allowed to see the outside world with windows. They have places to eat. We're so kind. We're so kind.
Devil Donny IGOG here. No bathroom mentioned.
Oh shoot. Well, they're all women, so they don't pee. They don't pee. They're allowed an allotted 8 hours of air to breathe. And that's it. If they go over, that's on them. Bring your own bathroom! It must be it. I didn't see this. I should have looked for that. Yeah, this is the best one. So this is definitely Zaku 1. They all have numbers, so it's not like they have to have them different colored so that they can refer to them by color. They all have numbers.
Modeling machines with colors chosen by the plastic model designers, and PD2 original uniform.
I want the uniform! Like, you can even see. Here, like, the back of her uniform is that sick design. But bigger! There's more of it! Logical and original. Logical and original. Nice though. Gotta get a scab of the uniform. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. I feel like they're not. Like, they have this uniform, but we don't see the blue arm anywhere. Nobody has the blue arm.
Plastic model designers, and PD2 original uniforms that combine functionality and design to suit the way they work. The aim is to create a factory where plastic model designers can work with pride and affection.
Yeah, but so the tour guides were wearing that outfit. The tour guides were wearing, like, this outfit. And it looked very comfy. And they could wear whatever shoes they wanted, it looked like, as long as it was black shoes. Give similar pants. It's the workman's pants, you see. It's the workman's pants. Actually, I mean, wait, I could Japanese construction. Here we go. Google knows exactly what I'm talking about. This is literally Japanese construction men wear these pants. This is like the you think like, oh, this must be like an anime only thing or like a drama only thing. No, if you go to a construction site, so many will be wearing these. And they look so comfy. Seems dangerous, it could get caught on stuff, and yet I don't hear too many accidents happening in Japan. I'm sure if they have jobs that, oh, she looks cool. I'm sure if they have jobs that do have a lot of like getting stuck in stuff issues, they may like have different outfits. But this is definitely like, if you see people building a building, it's gonna look like this. Like, see this guy in the back. This guy in the back, he has more straight-laced pants, but the rest of them, they good. They baggy. It looks super breathable. Wait. And it's not even like it's an old thing either. They still like that. How was the burger? It's pretty good. Guys, I didn't realize. I was listening to Joru talk about the burger that we ate. She had brought up splitting it But the way that she had phrased it made it sound like she was already against the idea. But apparently, she thought that we were going to split it. She initially thought we were going to split it, and then when she brought it up, she's like, yeah, Chad was talking about how we should split it. And I thought she was gonna be like, I thought the rest of that was insinuating like, oh yeah, but it's not enough. And I was like, yeah, that's not enough food for one person, or for two. Like half of it is not enough for two people. Apparently, that's not what she initially thought. I didn't realize she actually wanted this finish. She didn't finish, but guys, she finished like majority. Like if we're going by, like she basically ate all but this patty and this top bun. Like she ate basically majority the rest of it. She was very close to the end. The end was in sight, but it was just like, you know, one of those things where it's like, you're like, I can't tell if I eat more if I'm gonna just like immediately barf kind of thing. I feel like she reached that and it was like probably safer than not. Yeah, she did really good. I feel like she should have taken a picture of her end results as well, because like it was still incredibly impressive, especially if she initially thought that we were gonna split it. Honestly, if you go to the museum that we went to, if you go to this town that has the what is it, Kuchikame museum, and you get a regular burger from this place, it would be really good. Like the burgers themselves were really good. Like the patties were super well seasoned. The price, I think, does it have it? Yeah, there it is. The patties were super well seasoned, and it only like really hit that it was a little too seasoned after, you know, we'd had like 5 of them. So if you have just like a regular burger, which they have tons, they have completely normal burgers at this place. If you just got one of those, it'd probably taste really good. What kind of seasoning? I don't even know. Like it all started once we'd had like gone through most of them. It was just like, oh, this is very salty. It's the guy from that super long manga. Yeah, so the whole reason we went here was for these burgers, but then we saw that there is a museum. What is it called? Kuchikame! Tokyo Beat Pop. We went for the burgers, and then I went to go look around. I was like, wait, there's a museum. Let's go to the museum. And the museum, it actually looks like this, you guys. This is actually what the building looks like. It's such... Like, everything is in English as well. It's so random. It's so random. It's like, I think it's like 700 yen to get in. They send you up to the top floor and then you work your way down. It's like, right? It's like a futuristic designer home. And they have like a bunch of stuff from the manga that they explain. Like the manga panels themselves that they show aren't translated. But if it's like, oh, this is what we're showing in this manga panel, or like, this is what this group of manga panels is conveying, they'll have like that description in English. They had, for all of the interactive, which there was tons of interactive games, they had all of those in English. It was super duper cool. They had like, did they show anything? There was so much stuff. It's honestly like neither I nor Joe knew anything about this. Like I think she said she's read like a couple of chapters of it, like probably like to get ready for this. But we were both initially there just for the burger. And then it's like, oh well, if we're getting his burger, we might as well go to this museum. And we still had so much fun, even though we knew nothing about this. there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff. With all the panels, yeah, there's a video I took, which I haven't uploaded anywhere, but they have a whole screen of, like, it's every single manga. There's 200 volumes of manga, by the way, because I believe, when did this start? When did Kochikame start? It's one of the longest running. 1976. Once again, pre Gundam. So it started in 1976. And so they have a picture of all 200 volumes of manga. But then it's not a picture, it's a video. And it opens all of them up. So you basically get to see like all of the manga chapters, like pages flipping by as if like the wind's flipping them through. It's so cool. It's so cool. It's cool. Like, I don't think I've been in a more well-loved museum. And it's for like, I mean, in Japan, this is huge. This manga is crazy big because it's one of the longest running gag mangas. But like, for it to have absolutely no love like outside of Japan, it has one of the best museums I've ever seen. Is it really sad when it finally ended? I can only imagine. But like, one of the things that they also show is that, because obviously it started in 1976 and the manga itself takes place in this town. So that's why there's like, this museum is even here, and why there's like statues and stuff all over the city is because the city is featured in the manga. But because of that, you actually get to see the city grow. So in one volume of manga, there's a building being made. Like, it's actually being shown being constructed. And then like a couple years later in a separate manga, the building is done and completed because the actual building was done and completed. And there's just a ton of stuff because it's like, yeah, between 1976 and 2016, a lot probably changed in this town. And the manga reflects all that. And that's just so cool. World building, but it's genuinely IRL buildings, yeah. It's a very grounded comic, damn, yep. And then the only thing, so they allowed you to take pictures everywhere in this museum, but there was one thing, and it was in this room. It's on this wall that we can't see, and it's a bunch of famous mangakas drawing either their favorite characters or the mangaka of Kochikame. And they would not allow us to take pictures of that. But it was probably people that found Kochikame to be pivotal to their life growing up kind of thing. So there was everyone. One Piece, Oda was there, Death Note mangaka was there. Who else was there? Nisekoi, Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, it was because I mean, if this started in 19 I've already forgotten the 76. There's probably, and it's a gag manga. It's a bunch of funnies. There's probably tons of people that grew up on this. I'm trying to think, who were some other people? Nisekoi. Me and Joe both looked at the Death Note one. We're like, who did they draw? Like, he drew some like really gritty looking guy, and then it was like, oh, he drew the author. The artist of Death Note drew the author of Kochikame looking really like nitty gritty. I think Gintama was there, yes. The Gintama author. I'm trying to think. Oh, To Love Ru author was there. It was like a really pretty picture of all of like the girls from the manga, and I was like, who did this? And I was like, To Love Ru. Naruto? Was Naruto there? I want to say yes, just out of principle, but I don't actually remember if I like put that into memory as to whether they were there or not. Was it sexy? No, they were very cute. They were all very cute for the Tularu art. Is it? Oh yes, it's on YouTube as well. Gunpla or Gundam Unplugged. It's acoustic versions. Bum, bum, bum. Who else? Who else was there? Yeah, there is a CD of this. There is a CD available somewhere. You probably have to buy it secondhand, but it is available. Once I get in Japan, I'll buy it. I'll buy it before you. Ha ha ha! Alright. I think that's all we have time for today, Dornians. The true message of today's stream is go to cool art museums in Japan if you go. Go to cool art museums and then also eat the burgers that are with them. Bum, 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 bum. Let's get out of here. Bum. Thank you for sharing your trip. Hope you feel better soon. I hope I do as well. I do feel a little better than yesterday. Hopefully I shall be a lot better at working. Did you get sick for eating too much burger? No, I think it's because I went out twice. I went out twice within a week period. That's a lot for this jellyfish. One of them being from a whole Shinkansen trip. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, I touched grass and grass fought back. But thank you everyone for showing up for our BHCPHII yapping. Once it becomes available to tourists, I'm gonna be watching it. I'm gonna be watching to see if they ever make it available to tourists. The second it does, all of you should apply. Let's see for the rest of this week. What do we got? We got Demon Bane tomorrow over on YouTube, and then this weekend we're playing Zero Ranger and Super Robot Wars Y. I don't know how far we'll get in Zero Ranger. Apparently, it's like a 4 to 6 hour game. Apparently. But given my skill set, we might not finish. Yes. So, until next time, Dornians, wherever it may be, whenever it may be, if it may be, until then, let's gimme.